Family and friends of 19-year-old Samyia Spain wore her favorite colors today as they said their premature goodbyes.
I don't know what he was thinking, so I can't tell you. But what I could say is, no sorry that he's gonna say is gonna help his family.
This is a scar for life. We will never ever get over this.
That family alone will never be the same, no matter how much time he gets.
Fellas, y'all remember going to the mall on a Friday or Saturday, seeing a little cutie walking around with her friends or by herself, then going over to try to holler at her? Now, when you got rejected, you might have been a little embarrassed, especially if your boys were around, but you just walked away with your head high and maybe hollered at the next one. Now, I know this is not right, but apparently, ladies, y'all have to be a little more strategic when rejecting these fellas in the days we live in today, because some of these guys will not only call you out your name, but some will go as far as to hurt you and even take your life if you tell them no. What's up, family? I am the Mysterious Black Bandit. Y'all go ahead and do your boy solid. Hit that like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on any of these good stories. And hopefully the home team will allow me to get more views. And once you've done that, let's get into this disturbing video. On March 17th, around 2:20 in the morning, 19-year-old Samyia Spain and her twin sister were at a family game night when they decided to walk with their brother to a Nature Plus Deli in the Spain Park Slope neighborhood to get some snacks. As they were walking in the store, 20-year-old Veo Kelly held the door open like a gentleman, then complimented the twins and told them that he found them very attractive. Of course, the twins said thank you and continued to walk in the store, but as they were in there searching for snacks, Veo, who seemed to be intoxicated, obnoxiously kept trying to shoot his shot. I mean, he just kept pushing on them and trying to force them to talk to him. With the girls basically blowing them off, he then asked Samyia if he could get her phone number so he could holler at her later, but Samyia wasn't too intrigued by this guy and refused to give him her number, but instead she offered to give her Instagram information if he wanted that. So Veo typed in her name and followed her on Instagram, then told her to go ahead and follow him back so he could know that they could hook up later. Again, Samyia refused to follow him back, and this is when he became very, very upset and began calling them all sorts of names.
Bro, let's go.
That's it, yeah.
So of course, this caused a big uproar, and after going back and forth for a while, Samya's twin sister, who was very protective of her, became a bit irritated and told him, "My sister doesn't want to talk to you, leave her alone." The store owner, who was witnessing all this, decided to intervene and put him out the store, and as he walked out the store, he locked the door behind him so he couldn't come back in. Well, instead of this fool going home or going somewhere else, he walks down the block still cussing and fussing. Then about 2 to 3 minutes later, he returns and starts banging and kicking on the glass door trying to get back in. Now, after a while, he finally walked off somewhere, and once they felt that the area was clear, the store owner unlocked the door to let them out, but as soon as they stepped foot out that door, one of Veo's friends slapped Samyia and the full-on attack began. Now, there were several other people involved in this attack, and allegedly the twins' older brother punched the attacker in the face, causing him to fall on the ground, and from there, both parties were fighting. During the altercation, Veo, who was holding a knife in his hand, began yelling at the twins, "I'm going to you in the face." As everyone was trying to get out the way, Veo managed to catch up to Samyia and push her on the ground, and then began her, and anybody that came near, he started slashing at them as well. Now, once Veo and his friends realized what they had did, they took off running, leaving the twins there. Samya's twin sister ended up getting stabbed in the arm, but Samya's wound was way more severe as she was stabbed in the chest and neck. With all the blood coming out of Samya's neck, one of the family members took off their shirt to try to stop the bleeding, but she told them that she was about to pass out, so her twin sister immediately called the police. Upon arrival, the emergency medical center rushed over to assist both the twins, but with the severity of the situation, they had to be rushed to a hospital to make sure they were going to be all right. Now, Samaya's twin ended up being stabbed in the arm, and she was going to be okay. But Samaya's wound was way more severe, and she ended up passing away at the hospital. Now, back at the crime scene, police gathered statements from witnesses, evidence, and even video footage of the incident to try to help them piece together what happened and to find out who was all involved. After the news hit social media and news outlets, several days later, accompanied by his lawyer, Veo Kelly decided to turn himself in.
How dare you evil bitch! You should run!
Yo, I can't wait till I see your sister. We're gonna f*** up. In you hoe, in your mother.
20-year-old Veo was being charged with murder, assault, and weapons possession after stabbing 19-year-old Samyia Spain to death in Park Slope at the Deli near 4th Ave and St. Mark's Place. Now, once they reviewed Veo's records, it showed that this wasn't his first time being accused of being violent against a woman. Back in September of 2023, he was arrested for attacking a woman in Fair Rockaway. Then, in Lower Manhattan, Veo's 18-year-old ex-girlfriend was with her friends playing Uno when Veo and his little group of friends attacked them. It was reported that one of the females that was with Veo decided to punch his ex-girlfriend out of nowhere. This attack caused her to fall to the ground, and as she was laying there, that girl started kicking her. Now, as she was trying to get up, Veo allegedly snatched her purse off her shoulder, dumped all her belongings onto the ground, and when he saw that her phone fell out, he picked it up and tossed it into a river. Afterwards, as they were fussing and fighting, this dude allegedly pulled out a taser and zapped her in the leg with it several times. This incident resulted in him being arrested and charged with second-degree robbery, as well as second-degree attempt gang assault. Now, during the hearing, he pled not guilty to the charges, with the prosecutor requesting that he be held on a $20,000 bail. His attorney stated that they made it seem like Veo was this monster that just goes around stabbing and hurting people. He also stated that he is going to push for the charges to be dropped to manslaughter because the surveillance footage he was shown showed that 5 females were beating on him. So if this is true, he's claiming that Veo reacted in self-defense. But regardless of this, with all these pending charges, the judge wasn't hearing all that bail mess and ordered him to remain in prison without bail. Veo Kelly was due back in court on May 30th, but I'm assuming it got pushed back because I haven't heard any updates on it. But if he is convicted, he could face up to 15 years to life in prison. All because of a rejection. An innocent young female is no longer with us, and this 20-year-old dude's life will possibly be spent behind bars for the rest of his life. If you haven't heard about rejection killings, just know this is a real thing that often happens to women or girls who rejects a man's romantic or sexual advances. According to this Violent Policy Center, more than 45,000 women and girls were killed by males from 1996 to 2020. A 2020 report noted that Black women and other women of color are disproportionately affected by homicide at the hands of men. With that being said, my Black sisters out there, please, please, please be careful out there, especially when you're being approached by a man. Like I said earlier, I know it's not right, but when you reject a man, please don't try to embarrass him, especially if he's around his friends. Some of these fools out here will take it personal and will try to verbally and physically hurt you. There are several ways you can deal with these situations to not cause any confusion. First, it depends on the type of guy he is, so you gotta use your judgment to see if he's one of those type of guys that can't take rejection. Once you have figured this out, in a calm and polite manner, let them know that you're flattered by their approach, but you aren't interested because you either are in a relationship already or you just got out of a long-term relationship that you need some time to heal from. If he proceeds to force himself on you, act like you're in a rush, then ask for his number, then walk off quickly. Hopefully this will be the end of that, but if not, just continue to be polite. All right, family, that will be it for now. For the family of the lost victim, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I send my most sincere condolences. If y'all have made it this far to the video, thank y'all so much for your support, and a special thank you to the Senso Squad and Scandalites. I really appreciate you guys for coming over and showing your boy some love. If y'all haven't already, go ahead and do your boy that solid. Hit the like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. You gotta turn them on, or YouTube won't show you my videos. They won't send you a notification or anything, but turn those notifications on. And I hope you all have had a wonderful, wonderful day. And until next time, stay mysterious, my friend.